Hello, I'm Susie.
And I'm Bob.
And we are Burren Balsamics. We're here in the rolling countryside of County Armagh to show you a little bit about us and the products. And we are a small batch artisan producer of infused balsamic vinegars and white balsamic vinegars. And we are also zero food waste. So where we use an ingredient to make the vinegar, we then use the same ingredient and make a jam, chutney or relish with it.
Today we're going to take you on a journey of how we do it, why we do it, and we're going to give you some of the ideas where we use the products to hopefully inspire you to use them on a more regular basis.
We're here in our very small vegetable garden, some of which we do use within our vinegars. With some strawberries coming on, they're coming on quite well, and we'll use them in a couple of weeks. And there's some lovely thyme chives here. I'm just going to pick some of the thyme, and that can go in. It's great cutting the thyme because it makes it come back much better for the next. And then we've got some lovely fennel here, and we do make a bespoke fennel product for one of the lovely hotels locally. So we use this, which is gorgeous. It's got a great smell. It's very good for you too. Hi Renata. So this is Renata, who is in charge of all our production. She's a wonder woman. Shall we go in and we'll see how we make it? So we have some beautiful local strawberries, which are literally grown next door. And we're just going to make a strawberry and mint white balsamic vinegar. So we take the strawberries, and Renata is taking the ends off them, and we'll put them into a vacuum bag along with the vinegar and the mint, and then it's ready to vacuum. So once we have the strawberries and the mint and the white balsamic all sealed, we then take it and we put it into a water bath where it cooks at a low temperature for a much shorter time than if it was in a barrel infusing. So we go and do that now. So the bags of product then go into the water bath, and then they're taken out after the allotted time, and they're all strained off in the sink here. And then the product is ready for bottling. So in here we have our new fancy bottling machine, which we're just starting to use, which is very exciting. This is a vacuum packer, so a bit like what a butcher would use, but we use it entirely to do liquids. And here we've got the capping machine, so when the bottles are filled, they get capped here. Each single bottle done individually. So in classic Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. This is blackberry and thyme. The blackberries have come from Drogheda and the thyme from the garden. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sieve it into the bucket, and then we'll just do that and that. So now we're just sieving out the blackberries and the thyme, putting the liquid into the bucket. So we'll pour it into the jug Sometimes we have the big machine going, but just today, because we're just doing a small quantity. So then we pour it into the bottles. So quite a lot of our products are still done this way, literally by pouring it all into bottles from a jug. So then we take those there, we put 2 lids on them, and we seal them on this machine. So this is a very safe machine. It can't work unless both buttons are depressed at the same time. So then we need to get some of our beautiful labels onto them. And we'll just take from here. Each bottle has to be fed in individually into the labelling machine. So when we're doing a big batch of a couple of 100 bottles, it obviously takes a little longer. But that's the finished product for the Blackberry Thyme. We're immensely proud of this product in itself because it was the best artisan product in the Irish Food Awards in 2019. It also holds 2 stars from Great Taste Awards, and we just love it. So now that we've seen how we make the product and how it's all produced, we're going to go over to the kitchen and see what Bob is cooking up using some of our products.
So what we're going to do today is a little take on a wing dish. Wings are really cheap and inexpensive, really easy to prepare. What we've done to start them is seasoned them up, nothing else, and popped them into an oven for about 160 for about 20 to 25 minutes. A classic way with wings is celery sticks and blue cheese. Always see, nobody seems to do this anymore. When I was young and being taught to be a chef, we always had to peel our celery, and it makes such a difference. Simple as that. Pop that away out of your way. Take a little veg knife, and then just into. So to make the balsamic, the sticky glaze, we're going to pop a little butter in. The pan's been on warming, not too high, and you can hear the butter starting to sizzle. So we're just going to do that. Swirl it round. In with some chili and honey balsamic. Again, what you get with this balsamic is a little bit of heat, not too much, but tons of flavour. We don't want it to be too overpowering in heat. So we're just going to take some of our lovely local wings from just down the road, and you can see that it's forming a caramel. Then we're going to hit it with a few sesame seeds, which will give you a little nutty crunch. We're going to pop a little lettuce leaf in, and we're going to pop those on top. And that is sticky balsamic chicken wings and blue cheese. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cook a couple of local beef patty, beautiful burgers, and we're going to team them up. So we're going to do a cheese and onion, slightly different. We're going to use onion jam as the onion, nice and sweet, savoury, and then Ballylisk, 2 miles down the road, favourite cheese producer, produce stunning, stunning cheeses. When you're going to barbecue, what you're looking for is heat. So make sure your barbecue, your coals aren't black, that they're lovely and white. You can see them, you put your hand in. So we're going to pop those on. And then the difference in cooking, pardon me, with an egg is you want to close it down to get the heat back up again. So we'll let that go down. And they're probably going to take two or 3 minutes per side. So while they're starting to cook, and again, everybody talks about juicy burgers. Make sure you let them be juicy. Do not overcook them. They don't take as long as people think. The thing about brioche, nice soft texture, takes on the flavour. So any of the juice that's going to come out your burger is going to soak into the bread and just give you the best burger experience. So as I say, we're going to do a cheese and onion one. So let's build that up first. So on with a little mayo. And where this is going to be slightly different is in most burgers where you do cheese, they actually cook the cheese. But because Ballylisk is a nice soft cheese, it would disappear in that heat. So we want to put it on after here. So everything is enhanced with a little seasoning. So just a little twist. We have a wild garlic pepper mill, which is hand harvested wild. So a little seasoning on top of the tomatoes, just a touch. So then we're going to go on with the beautiful Ballylisk cheese. So into the egg, and that's what you're looking for, a nice sear on your burger, a nice crust before you turn it over. Okay, so the next burger is a more classic, so ketchup and mustard, but it's not just ketchup, this is indie house sauce. Pop a little mayo on, and I think we'll do the mustard on the bottom. And again, the mustard is a beer mustard, so it's a rich, full flavour. A little bit of sweetness from black treacle. Little twist of seasoning. And then I think on the classic, we'll put a few slices of Cornichon. We'll see how we're doing in here. We've got a little bit of a sear on. They're coming along quite nicely. And we're about a couple of minutes away. So on the cheese and onion, we're going to pop on some indie food onion marmalade. So the cheese is going to be the sour because there's a little bit of salt and a very savoury. The onion jam is going to be the sweet, so we'll pop that on when we get it off. And then for the top on the other one, we're just going to have a real good dollop of house sauce. So those can go, there's the tops. That's looking pretty good to me. Again, I kind of like mine medium to medium rare. So we're going to pop that up on top there. And if we want, I got a little photo of that. And there you have a summary take on just what makes a really nice burger. There you go, guys.
So Laura, we thought we'd have a little tasting here. So we'll start with what we talked about first of all, which was the Bramley Apple.
Thank you.
So when we do our tastings, we now always do them off a spoon because we think the China spoons are lovely and you get a much truer flavour. Oh,
It's beautiful.
you really get the apple coming through, and you can understand why it works on everything from just a dressing through to a casserole. We use it in a pork casserole quite often, a little sausage casserole, which is
It's
lovely.
really lovely with fruit as well, isn't it?
Yeah. And pour
Kind
it
of
over
lifts
your
everything, that kind of
cheese
slight
on
kinda...
toast.
Yeah, you said that earlier. I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to try it on cheese and toast now.
So this is the second one. This is Blackberry Thyme. So multi-award winner.
Is that
Which we're
the
very proud of.
Heron Award, Great
Glass.
Taste Award, and your Best Artisan
And
at Glass,
Best
of course.
Artisan,
Yes.
which we're very proud of. So we've put some products in again this year. So this, I love this one for gravies and sauces and marinades. Doesn't want to come out.
I love the slightly different colour you get from this one, obviously from the blackberries. You don't, when they're in the bottle, you don't see it the same.
I think that's the nice thing about the way we do it. You never lose the colour, and because there's so much of the juice coming out, it's just the colour's great. And you really get that blackberry, and then you get the thyme as a lasting flavour.
Yeah, it really kind of stays on the palate. It's kind of warm. It's kind of like slightly, yeah, I suppose for the gravies and lambs and things, you get that kind of nice coziness to that balsamic, whereas the apple's kind of bright and fresh and summery.
Yes.
Kind of quite different.
Yes, it's a lovely winter salad dressing as
them.
well as other things. So this is our new one. This is very berry.
Oh yes, I haven't tried this one yet.
Yeah, so it's aronia berries, or sometimes they're called chokeberries. Very, very high in antioxidants. They're grown in Eastern Europe, but they're also grown in America quite a lot. Colour's very good.
It's a lot more kind of red. It's more burgundy than the blackberry.
Yes, they're a very,
purple.
very dark berry. They're like a sloe in size and texture, but they grow in bunches. So very different, little bit sharper, but you really get the flavour.
Yeah, it's completely different again to the other.
Completely different
to the other two. What are you recommending for that one? Is there sort of a signature thing that you think is what we should all be doing with the new balsamic, or?
Well, one of the things you can do with it is to use it as a morning drink with a little bit of water.
In sparkling water, or?
A lot of people like one or the other, don't they? Sparkling or non-sparkling. It'll make a lovely dressing, but you can use it in the same way. It will make a terrific marinade. I think it'll be lovely with vegetarian food.
It'll make an amazing winter salad, you know, when it's kale and heavy, because there's such a good acidity, such deep flavours.
Through lentils and things, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Just to really kind of lift the dish.
Yeah, such an intense flavour. I think it is lovely. So here's something a little bit different. I'm going to move these. So we've got the strawberry and mint that we saw being made, and we're just going to add a little bit of fizz to it.
Oh, it's the day for it, isn't it?
It's the day for it, and I think this is I think it's a very refreshing. You can see the beautiful strawberries and the homegrown mint.
It looks lovely.
And what better for a sunny day?
Cheers.
Cheers. And then we'll have a little bit of cheese.
That works because Cava by grape variety is sweeter than champagne. Vinegar is acidic, so here's a cheat for you. You're getting better bubbles than you're actually getting. And it does work. It makes it dry in the palate, very luxurious in the palate.
And you can taste the strawberries as well.
You
they
can
do really
taste
come through.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's better with that? Maybe some cheese?
A little bit of cheese to finish off, and some. So, with a couple of things here. So I brought the peat smoked pearls out, and the blackberry and thyme. I just think it's a lovely way to see something a bit differently. The vinegar for this is smoked over peat gathered by ancient turberites, and I think they have a really good depth of flavour, and we would use these in a whiskey cocktail.
Nice. Any
Yes,
sort of
you
any
don't-
little pod or
No-
anything?
no
like it'll just
residue.
Quite nice
disappear.
with smoked salmon, because there's that little bit of acidity that cuts through the fattiness
Lovely.
of really good smoked salmon.
And you do maybe, is it 4 varieties of the
At the
pearls
minute
now?
we've got 4 varieties. We've got blackberry and thyme and black garlic, and then we've got the peat smoked and the citrus, and they're all good for elevating recipes and dishes.
Well, as you were saying earlier on, like not only do they have kind of a gorgeous flavour, but they look fancy. Like,
Yeah.
So if you're making a nice canapé, or you want to finish off, as you say, like a wee plini with smoked salmon, or your pâtés or something,
For the
just
home cook,
just to look super impressive for your friends.
brilliant for a dinner party.
You've done the hard work.
Lovely
Blackberry and Thyme's a bit of a classic, isn't it?
for us.
Yeah.
Definitely,
It's sort of that's
definitely.
into all the gravies. onto it. And again, that's the one that I love on a pizza.
Yes,
Just
I think
like
that's
some
such a
nice-
good idea.
Yeah, nice kind of.
We must do
nice
some
pulled meat
pizzas
and-
for it.
The pearls will be nice on pizzas. The
That's
black
what-
garlic pearls, you know, if you do something like a margarita, it's going to be great.
Just to give it an extra oomph.
Yes.
We do a caprese with the black garlic pearls, so we have like a carpaccio of tomatoes, then a ball of burrata, some really nice oil, and some black garlic pearls.
Beautiful.
Sit it on the table with some nice bread. What a
And
lovely way
served with your.
And served with
With
a
your
gorgeous,
bubbles.
gorgeous glass of bubbles.
Yeah.
And we thought to finish off, it's our roast onion jam, your onion marmalade. We thought maybe a biscuit with a little piece of cheese and some onion jam. There you go.
Thank you.
So we have a ballylisk, smoked ballylisk here, which
I know, to make the most of all the really great things you have around you.
we've got loads of them.
I suppose we've got
ciders
everything
and-
from the great
Yeah.
apples to. I mean, you wouldn't think it at the minute, but enough rain for really great pasture. And
Where's the rain today? Isn't it so beautiful? It's just so lovely. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Lovely. Would you like one?
No, thank you. I
So
know my place. When everybody goes away, I'll get the leftovers.
That's really delicious because you get the smokiness of the cheese coming through the onion jam, and actually it makes a delicious pairing.
yeah, they really kind of work in unison, don't they? And they're kind of different textures with a nice kind of nice oaty biscuit.
Well, it's been really good to see you today.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Thank you for looking after me. Giving me the
Anytime.
tour,
Welcome anytime.
feeding me so well.
Thanks for being with us at Amazing Food and Drink. Please tune in for more amazing food videos. If you've liked this, please like, subscribe and post a comment. You can get our products at Indie Food, Cumber and Indie Food Armagh Road, but many other regional delis and good food shops. People that love food love us. And we are at www.burrenbalsamics.com.